what about it?
So I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going ahead, they were like. So I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah. See the crowd going ahead, they were like, ooh yeah.
I can get it gone in a blink. Stack money. We can make a from the sink. Money. He can make a call if he tweet. Black money. I can make a ball when I speak. Rap money. Brother used to hide 100. The hashback partner used to bust a couple scams off of Snapchat. Shorty tryna come up on the bands cause of that. We don't give a Uncle Sam if you ask that. Where the money in the middle. Boy, I just solved the riddle for this pound cake. Giggles, now I see fiddle all around me. Little, my head was...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Indianapolis Colts. A new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. A man coming off an 1,100-yard campaign last year. Here's Travis Etienne. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he's got room. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 42 yards. And the Jags are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready?
Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Oh, the option to give to Taylor here. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. So this, a great matchup here in Indy. You get a divisional game right out of the gate. But, Charles, what do you see in store for these two teams in 2023?
Indianapolis trying to get themselves reestablished as a playoff team, but they've kind of hit the reset button a little bit, while Jacksonville coming off of a big finish in 2022.
Richardson hit it, he fumbles it, and the Jags grab it. And a costly turnover there as the ball will be spotted first and goal at the 5-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Colts nothing. Logan Cook, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot are procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't. I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about double 0 like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down. And they get it easily. A gain of 5 on 4th and 1. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Left side, he finds Pierce. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
Alex Pierce. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Back to Taylor on first down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Jaguars.
On play action, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run with ETN. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Brenton Strange. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jaguars are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it,
there he goes left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 57 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. In motion is McKenzie. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Richardson now on 2nd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devon Hamilton just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now 3rd down and very long. 3rd and long for Richardson. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And the Jaguar 1st down.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Zaire Franklin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right,
We still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
An extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone, pushing his way through. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now this throw caught left side. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Jacksonville.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
2nd down and 4. Richardson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
Good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
47-yard line.
2nd down, here's Richardson. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be
Will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well? With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Richardson on 4th down. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the check.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Trayvon Walker getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is. And the pressure gets to him again. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Moving inside the 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Let's go 52.
They go play action with Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. From his own end zone, it's Richardson. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And fights through one man. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point of the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Going for it on 4th, Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Lawrence now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week one is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 73 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and it's now 35-14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin first and 10. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On second down, here's Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. He may go. Christian Kirk, touchdown. Christian Kirk with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. McManus's point after is good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On third down, here's Richardson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another fourth down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Richardson going on 4th down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking,
touchdown Jaguars! Travis Etienne, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Jags are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Some strong running at the 20. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And quickly they get to the line. Here's Richardson to throw.
Second and 6. At the 27.
This one into the hands of Will Mallory. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson now on 2nd down. And he's got Pierce. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 19. Now Richardson going to shift things up.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20.
Now they'll change things up. Second down. Here's Richardson. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
Now the pitch goes to Taylor. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong and a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction. And that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it.
At the 27-yard line.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
2nd down and 8. Richardson looking to throw. And this is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Again, it's Richardson. This is caught inside the 15. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll roll him out right. Looking end zone, and he's got his man. It's Woods. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Richardson will throw for it. Buying time to his left. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Jamal Agnew. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Richardson to throw off play action. Steps away. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Richardson, he's going to keep it running right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
It's 4th down.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. Richardson hit it, he fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the... And now here is another interception. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
It's 2nd and 21.
On the handoff, this is Taylor. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
There we go.
3rd and 19.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Off play action. Richardson rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. One last shot for Richardson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And And the Jaguars come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was